Hello, I'm Jayna Swan, and welcome to Sacred Ground, the Her Sanctuary build. We bought 7.6 acres of raw land in Florida, ancient oak trees, Spanish moss, and soft soil that's never been asked to hold this much vision and hope. In today's video, we're going to do a lot of groundwork on the property, and I'll even overcome some irrational fears.
Let's do it. No, you know what? Even if we do get scared, we're still going to do it.
Let's get our hands dirty. I hope you enjoy.
It already looks so good here. I'm so excited. All right, so here we are. The lake is over in this direction, and we're in the back corner of the lot. But just over here, between these trees, there's the most beautiful space. And I'm curious if you agree with me. This gorgeous oak tree with this natural perimeter of pine that goes all the way around this edge. It creates almost like a room. And I can just see myself cleaning up all of this sticks and all of the things here, along with just a few of the lower branches, just to get these like lower limbs out of the way. Cleaning up the ground, which already looks pretty well cleaned. It's not like much needs to happen here. Just cleaning up the big sticks in the ground. And I could very well, if need be, like put some sort of rubber ground padding down that like water could go through. Be easier to maintain. Over here we have another good-sized tree that covers the area. So all of this, if all of this was out of here, then all this area back here can be used. Like this would be the doorway coming in to all of this space back here. Could be used for different gatherings, ceremonial little rituals, dances. People just coming out. You could put some chairs. You could put like a little, if you want to do a little fire pit in the middle or something. I just love the coverage it gives. It's just really nice. Back here, the feeling, the energy is really nice too. So this is what I came out to see today. There is a perimeter edge here. There we go. There she is. This, let's see this, has barbed wire on it running across the edge this way and going that way. Now, we're gonna get this double checked. That is definitely a woodpecker. Very cool. We're gonna get this double checked by a surveyor. It hasn't been surveyed in a long time, but this is the edge of the property. So I kind of can see all this just staying, if not just cleaned up just a little bit because of these limbs, not wanting them to just fall down like the deadfall that's there. So like cleaning up the brush in between, but leaving all these mature trees to be able to create this like covered area. And this just be like the back perimeter wall, maybe have more bush line where I'm standing so that there is that separation to this little area. But it offers what an amazing little area to be here, to gather with people, do meditations, little journaling. Also, just over in this other area with this other tree, like this was the first one that I saw and I was just immediately knew what I was gonna be doing in this space. I felt it the moment I walked up. I was like, oh, this is where we're going to have different immersion experiences and to be able to do all sorts of fun things. You know, just surrounded by Mother Nature out here. Look at how thick this tree is.
I see you. I feel you. I honor you. To this land, this living, breathing sanctuary, I speak these words not just with my voice, but with my entire nervous system. Grounded, open, clear, I cast this vision with the deepest resonance for who you already are, and with the highest intention for what we're becoming together. You are now known as the Her Sanctuary.
Day whatever it is, I think it's day like 4, something like that. We're out at the property again. We are in our back South Oak corner to work on the canopy again and to work on this waist-high grass. So most of the drive back here is like pretty accessible. This stuff here though, like once it gets to like this little edge of the tree line right there, you can kind of see. Once you get to that edge of that tree line, it just starts getting really tall and I don't know why. Here's the plan. Asked my mom to borrow her weed eater, weed whacker, weed whatever you want to call those things. I've been watching her use it my whole life and been terrified of it my whole life. I have an irrational fear of it. I don't know if it's just because it's loud and it flicks stuff every direction and it's got these spinny things that feel like they could chop my ankles off. I don't have a mower to mow this. I don't have a tractor to just like pull it across, so I have to weed eat it. So we are using a 2-stroke weed eater today. What that means, I don't know, but my mother does, and she taught me a little bit that went in one ear and out the other. I do know how to turn it on. I also know that I can't just put gas into it, so she pre-mixed some gas. So I do have a container of gas in case I start to run out. I really just want to get like a little walkway. It doesn't have to be all of this, but just like, you can kind of see the car tracks, like where I drove in over here. I kind of just want to make a walkway and then through, and then like to the front little entryway of this canopy area, so it doesn't feel like you have to go trekking to get into it. Because in a couple weeks we're gonna have some people here, and I want it to feel welcoming and inviting. So today we're gonna figure this out. Today we're gonna have some fun. Get ready to watch me struggle, I guess. Up. Prime. Where's the little finger thing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8-ish. Okay, cool. Bubbles are all gone. Next, pull stroke twice. Do I need to push the button? I don't know if I need to. Hi. Sorry, you guys. All right. Okay, I was told, put it at the top, pump the prime, pull it twice, only had to pull it once. It was not supposed to turn on. Then I was supposed to put it to the middle, pull it twice, and then it was supposed to turn on. Then I was told, off button doesn't actually work, and that all you have to do is pull it to the top and it'll turn off. Did not work, button did. So you know what, we're just gonna go with it. Now, one thing I did notice is this does not cut that grass very well. Not at all. So, we're abandoning plastic tip zone. I'm gonna put the metal blade that she gave me on. So we're gonna take some time, we're gonna pull up YouTube, we're gonna figure out how we do this, we're gonna put the metal blade on, and that's probably gonna weed whack the crap out of this stuff so much easier because this plastic just isn't gonna hold up to this wild forest over here. Safety glasses. Instructions, quick start guide.
When you're looking at it from the top side, you want to turn it counterclockwise, at least with my type of trimmer.
Clockwise, counterclockwise. Don't break it. Gonna be buying her a new one if you break it, Jayna. Okay. I swear I go to the gym and work out and I'm strong. Oh, there we go. Okay. Place blade, outer flange, shield, and nut on the trimmer head.
Now to put the blade on, you're simply going to take the blade and lay it over top of this. As you can see, this is raised a little bit, so this blade should fit right over top of that raised hole.
I don't know what I'm doing here. Oh, yep, that looks about right. But then how do I get this to stay on? Oh, this is ridiculous. All of you out there who do yard work, God bless you.
Now the reason that they do the reverse thread on this nut particularly is because you don't want to start your weed whacker up and have it spin itself apart and come apart when you're using it, especially with this blade spinning around as fast as it does.
Okay, that's pretty in place. Okay, before I get started, sounds a little rackety, and I don't want it to go fucking flying off this thing. Is it just me? I'm just getting scared. It's just rattling stuff on here. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. This is fucking scary. I don't like it. Ah! I don't like it. I don't like it at all. That hurts. It like rattles my front hand so much. Like aggressive. How does she do this? My mom is a superwoman. I swear to you, she's amazing. How? How does she just get out there and manhandle this shit like that? I barely cut anything, and I was scared to touch the ground with it. Win for Tom. Loss for Jayna. Because he said, girl, you don't need to go do that. We'll just get someone else to go out there and just run a little tractor thing over it. And I was like, it's okay. That's a no for me. So, man, I can't wait for you guys to get to meet my mother. I know at some point she'll be out here on this property with me. I know at some point she will make a debut. So since our weed whacker did not work, we are gonna do some other stuff today. So before I start pulling things out, let's just go take a peek at where we left off, what things are looking like. All of this is kind of what I was hoping to weed whack up a bit so that it wasn't so tall. And eventually I'll fire pit all of that stuff. But yeah, we did do a lot of work in here. It looks so good. Okay, oh, we had another limb fall down while we were gone, which is another reason why I want to clean up all that deadfall. There's like some limbs right up in this area who look like they're gonna just kind of tumble right on down. So the other thing I wanted to do was talk to someone who knows more about trees, who might be able to help me understand if this tree is sick. I have never seen this dark seam, right, on a tree before. So I really don't know. And that whitish yellow, is that just sap that's like leaked out and then just kind of sat there, or is this like an infected tree? Because if she is sick, I want to take care of her so that she doesn't eventually have to come down. But this whole strip seems a little questionable to me. That on top of, can anybody educate me on this? You see this kind of moss looking stuff here. Let's see, it's like this red moss that is essentially creating like a bedding all across, not just here, but literally this entire canopy area is just all this moss bedding.
Ah, I see you've discovered the red carpet of the forest floor. That, my friends, is sphagnum moss, a humble little plant with some serious superpowers. Now, sphagnum is basically nature's sponge. It can hold up to 20 times its own weight in water, but every hero has a dark side. Too much sphagnum, and it starts hogging the spotlight. It can block sunlight, steal nutrients, and turn the ground into a bit of a swamp. So, small amounts? Fantastic. Keeps the forest hydrated and happy. Thick, soggy mats? Not so much. Think of it as a friendship where a little space makes things grow better. Science, where even moss comes with relationship advice. Back to you, Jayna.
And it continues all the way out to like even these edges and these perimeters out here. This edge down here, it's like all of this, all the way out here has this kind of root work. So I don't know what to do because digging down isn't just straight into soil. It's this kind of moss bedding down here. So I want to be mindful of that. The other thing that we want to be mindful of is pulling out any of these. So you see we have, some of them have spikes, so I gotta be careful. But we have these vines out here are rooted by these bulbs. And so these bulbs are underneath that meshing. So I'm finding that what I was cutting the vines and pulling them out, I now realize that I actually need to pull the full bulb out, because if I don't get this part of the root, well, you guys know, if you don't get the root of the problem, the symptoms will persist. So we've got to find all of these little bulbs growing. So that's one of the things that I plan to do today, is to remove as many of these as I can. And on top of that, we are also going to start this side over here, where we can start cleaning up the limbs, all of this deadfall from these trees here. I can start cleaning up all of this. It looks like we've had a lot more deadfall coming down around here, because it definitely didn't have this much last time I was out here. An awesome opportunity to clean this up so that it can look very similar to this. I say that a lot, but I kind of say it because I know that you can't experience it on the other side of the camera. It's hot. So I'm eating a candy bar. Well, it's not really a candy bar, it's a granola bar, but granola bars are candy bars essentially, with the amount of carbs and fats in them without very much protein. This one has 10 grams, so it's not a ton, just coming from some peanuts and stuff. But I'm only eating this because, well, I'm out here burning a ton of carbs, and I need it for the energy. So doing that, plus it's an easy, quick snack. But it's hot. In other news, the heat index is 97 today. I guess it's the same type of news, it's still hot. And the UV index is 11.5. 11.5. That's like absolutely stay out of the sun. Well, that's a good thing that I'm working in a canopy. So many weeds out here, and I don't just mean weeds, actually they're vines. If I don't handle them now while they're small, they're only gonna get worse, because they're gonna get thicker and bigger, and they're gonna spread out. You see how thin this is? Super thin, easy to pluck. These are the vines that I'm pulling right now, which some of them are still giving me a little bit of a hard time. And what I'm avoiding is them getting to this, because once they get this thick, then they're really, really hard to get rid of. And we just don't want them to keep growing, because then they attach on everything and then they get really annoying. I'm gonna go get the shovel and I'm gonna dig that root ball out of the bottom so that they never come back. Today was the vines. We decided to attack the bulk of the vines that are happening, and we did make good progress. And I also know that many of the vines were thick, and I'm well aware that you have to get the root. You have to get the root of the problem, or else the symptom persists, right? We talk about this all the time. So I had to get the bulb, the actual bulb that's in the ground. Now, there were some thicker ones, harder to pull, and I wasn't quite sure. I was like, you know what? Maybe I don't get the bulb. Maybe I just take the easy route. Maybe I just clip it at the base. And I was like, you know what? No. A year from now, Jayna is gonna want to have had this bulb out so that these don't come back again, because it's like right in the middle of this central area. So I went ahead and got them out. This is the size of this bulb. Is this not crazy? It looks like I harvested a potato, but I didn't. Let me show you the rest of these. Ready? So look at these right here. They look like potatoes, but they are the bulbs of the end of these big ol' vines. Oh, look at how huge this is. And imagine, look at the base of that root. Imagine if I had just clipped that. That would have grown back so fast and with a vengeance. But now, she's gone. She's harvested. She's out of here. It's my harvest for the day. It's been a rough one, but they're out. They're done. Well, not all of them. I still have all these weeds out here. And still a lot of little ones. I think I covered the red moss that's kind of across this whole area. It's like interwoven. So as I'm pulling the roots, it's like pulling up the moss. So it's gonna be a lot of work to be able to get all this out of here. And I know it's gonna be well worth it, because bringing people here and knowing how much effort and hard work and intention I put into this area to clear it out and make it feel not only clean just look wise, but like clean energetically, clearing out the old to make room for the new. Really excited about it. So I know that the amount of effort I'm putting into this is going to be felt when people come here, not only just seen, but like, look at how it already looks so good here. I'm so excited to be able to run my first half-day immersion, be able to have people come out here. And I've got these really cool stools picked out from Home Depot. They are like stone, and we're gonna just place them around the tree here, and each person will get a seating pad, because the seats themselves will stay out here because they're stone and they can, but the seating pads I'll just bring with me every time. You'll get a pad, you'll get to sit on that cushion, and then when you're done you'll just give it back, and I'll bring it back out every time so it doesn't sit out here and get all nasty with all the bugs and things in the rain. So it's coming along. Isn't it great? Isn't it great? Still needs a lot of work over there, but we're getting some of this deadfall out of here, all the stuff. I just wanted to show you my potato harvest, or my bulb harvest. Oh my gosh, and these mosquitoes are ridiculous out here. So if anyone has any natural remedies, I don't necessarily want to use like DEET spray or any of those kind of things. They're a bit aggressive and they've got some chemicals in it. I'd rather not put that on me every day. And I do think that it's probably still something I'm gonna need something. I know I'll be able to put like a mosquito bug zapper out here eventually, but right now I just need something I can put on. So if you have any natural remedies that will keep me from being eaten, that'd be great. Thanks. Share them in the comments below. Or anything that I can put out here on the property, or plant, anything I can plant on the property that will naturally keep mosquitoes away, that would be phenomenal. Also, anything that I can do to keep ants from being intense out here, because we are in nature and there are a lot of ants, and I'm just doing my best to not go home with a backpack full of ants every day, and I'd really love to get that figured out. So, ants and mosquitoes. If anyone else can help me out with that, that'd be great. Just let me know in the comments. Much appreciated.
See you in the next chapter.